The last crossing. When the sky stopped answering, Gate 7, departure board, 10:47 p.m. You check your boarding pass one more time. Seat 31F. Window side. You picked it deliberately. You always sleep better with something solid to lean against, even if that something is just a thin panel of aircraft-grade plastic separating you from 40,000 feet of open air. The aircraft looks enormous from the jetway. White fuselage, blue tail, clean lines. The kind of machine that makes you feel safe simply by existing, by being so clearly, so deliberately engineered. You step aboard. You find your row. You stow your bag. You sit down. Outside the porthole, the runway lights of Rio de Janeiro shimmer in the humid night air. It is the last thing you will ever recognize. The flight has a number. The date is May 31st. Destination, Paris. Duration, 11 hours, give or take. The aircraft, a wide-body twin-engine jet assembled 4 years prior, carries within it every advancement modern aviation has produced. Computers that monitor other computers, sensors that cross-check other sensors, systems engineered to catch what humans miss. 309 seats, most of them filled tonight with people returning to Europe after holidays, business trips, family visits, ordinary reasons for being on a plane, the kind of reasons nobody thinks twice about. The crew numbers 14, 11 cabin staff and 3 pilots sharing the cockpit. The captain is a seasoned man in his late 50s. Call him Lefebvre. He has logged just over 10,000 hours across his career and has made this crossing dozens of times. He knows this route. He knows this aircraft. He knows the weather systems that gather near the equator, like permanent bruises on the atmosphere. His senior co-pilot, call him Marchand, is in his early 40s. Steady, experienced. The kind of pilot other pilots trust quietly without needing to say it out loud. The third man is younger, call him Renault, 30 years old, 2,600 hours of flight time, capable on paper, green in the particular, unrepeatable ways that only come with time and crisis. Tonight, time runs out before experience catches up. The first 3 hours belong to routine, dinner service, the soft percussion of trays being collected, the overhead lights dropping to a purple-gray dim, blankets pulled, earphones in. Somewhere in the back, a toddler protests briefly, then surrenders to sleep like everyone else. You drift. The hum of the engines is its own kind of lullaby. Up in the cockpit, the conversation is ordinary. Instrument checks, rote confirmations, the kind of professional small talk that fills quiet hours of a long watch. Then the radar shows them what is waiting ahead. The equatorial storm belt has no season. It sits across the planet's midsection year-round, a permanent zone of collision where warm air masses from the north and south meet and climb violently, generating thunderstorm towers that reach 15 kilometers into the sky. Every pilot who crosses the Atlantic knows this zone. Every pilot treats it differently. Captain Lefebvre studies the return on the weather radar, a significant cell directly in the flight path. He adjusts course, a moderate deviation to the right, enough to avoid the worst of it, not enough to add serious time to the journey. Then he makes the decision that will be examined for years afterward. He tells Marchand and Renault he is going back to rest, his scheduled break, perfectly within regulation, documented, permitted, routine. He leaves the cockpit. Renault takes the primary controls. The storm is 7 minutes away. 2:10. The instruments go blind. It begins not with a bang, but with a coincidence of physics. Inside the storm cloud, the temperature hovers around minus 52 degrees Celsius. The ice crystals here are not the soft, feathery formations of higher altitudes. They are dense, abrasive, and in the next 90 seconds, they will find every small opening in the aircraft's exterior sensors and pack themselves in completely. The pitot probes, 3 external tubes that measure airspeed by registering air pressure, block simultaneously. Without airspeed data, the flight management computers cannot function reliably. They do what they were designed to do when inputs become contradictory. They step back. The autopilot disengages. A tone sounds in the cockpit. Amber lights. The message requires no translation. You are flying this now. Renault has the stick. He pulls it back. This is the hinge point of the entire story. Not the storm, not the blocked sensors, not even the autopilot disengaging. That is a recoverable situation, a known scenario, a manageable 2-minute problem with a clear and simple solution. The solution is hold the aircraft's attitude, keep the nose level, let momentum carry the plane forward while the sensors clear. Do not input anything aggressive. Wait. Renault does not wait. He raises the nose. The aircraft begins climbing at an angle it was never designed to sustain in cruise flight. Airspeed falls. The wings, enormous, engineered, irreplaceable, begin losing their ability to generate lift as the air flowing over them thickens and separates. In less than 90 seconds, the aircraft enters an aerodynamic stall. Stall does not mean the engines have stopped. It means the wings have stopped being wings. The plane is no longer flying. It is falling, all 230 tons of it, at a rate of nearly 3 kilometers per minute toward an ocean that is 4,000 meters deep and completely indifferent to what is happening in the sky above it. The warning system speaks. One word, synthesized, calm in the mechanical way that makes it somehow worse, stall. It will say this word 78 times before the recording ends. Nobody corrects course. Co-pilot Marchand knows something is wrong. He can feel it in the aircraft's behavior, the wrong angle, the wrong sensation, the altimeter unwinding in a direction that has no good explanation. He pushes his side stick forward, the correct input, nose down, recover, rebuild airspeed. But on this class of aircraft, the two pilot side sticks operate on parallel circuits. They do not physically override each other. When both input simultaneously, the computer averages the commands. Marchand pushing forward, Renault pulling back. The net result is a fraction of the correction needed, not enough to break the stall, not enough to stop the fall. And here is the detail that makes investigators go quiet when they reach it in the transcript. Marchand cannot see Renault's hand. There is no mechanical linkage visible between them. There is no indicator light that says the other pilot is still pulling. Marchand is fighting a battle he does not fully understand against a force he cannot see in a cockpit where every second costs another 300 meters of altitude. The warning voice says its word again. Captain Lefebvre returns at a run. He left for scheduled rest. He comes back to a cockpit he does not recognize. Altimeter falling through 9,000 meters. Both co-pilots at their stations. Every caution light with an opinion. Engines at maximum thrust, which means exactly nothing when wings are not generating lift. There is no available seat. He stands behind his crew and tries to read the situation in real time. He does not see Renault's hand. He calls out questions. He issues instructions. He is 3 seconds behind every moment. The ocean is rising. Renault speaks. It is not a long sentence. It does not need to be. I have been pulling back since the beginning. The silence that follows lasts less than a second, but inside it, everything collapses into clarity. Lefebvre and Marchand understand simultaneously. The stall, the failed recovery, the 70-plus warnings, all of it originates in the one input nobody saw, from the one hand nobody checked, held in the wrong direction for 4 minutes and 20 seconds without interruption. Marchand takes full control. Lefebvre shouts the recovery sequence. But the altimeter now reads less than 400 meters. There is no maneuver that works at 400 meters. There is no version of this that has a different ending. 2:14 a.m. The aircraft meets the Atlantic at 250 kilometers per hour. The ocean does not yield. All 231 people aboard, every passenger, every crew member, the toddler who protested briefly and then slept, are gone before the sound of impact finishes traveling across the water. You never opened your eyes.